How do I navigate back into the career space after a hiatus or being in another job for so long? I've had this question from people who have been in the same space for a long time, and they're looking for a change, either from that job to another job or to move into a business. This is Sessions with Soluchy. I recently met someone who, after a couple of years, let's say like 5 years, wanted to go back into the career space. That's because after a while, she left her job, to run a business. And she says to me, "Oh, I need to do this. Can you take a look at my CV?" I took a look at her CV and I smiled. And I asked, "When last did you look at the CV or update it?" And she was like, "I don't need to. I didn't have a reason, to do that until now." And while we were going through her CV, two things became apparent. One, she had actually forgotten the skills she had gained, her experiences, and some of the achievements and accomplishments she had gained, over the years in her career. And number two is that she was petrified of interviews. You see, when I see people who have been on a job or on their career path for a very long time and they're moving into a new space, they usually are petrified of interviews because it's been a while they had an interview, and they really do feel that at this phase or at this stage in their lives, it shouldn't be like the formal interview. It should be more of a conversation. But whether you like it or not, a conversation is still an interview. You are going to be speaking about what you know, and the person behind the questions is trying to understand where you've been and what you've done. So if you are trying to navigate back into the career space, it can be frightening. And let me pause and say this. There is absolutely nothing wrong with moving back into the career space after you've run a business and it's not working out. There's no shame in that, and you shouldn't allow anybody make you feel that there's something wrong with that. I've seen people who have tried their hands at a business, it didn't work, and they dust up their CV and go to take a job. For me, that is honorable and it's better than sitting down and doing nothing. Also, if you've been on a particular job for a couple of years and you do really need a change, it can be petrifying. It can be terrifying. I've seen people who have refused to leave an organization. Why? Because it's comfortable. Is what they know, is what they're used to. I can tell you for a fact that comfort is the enemy of growth. The more comfortable you are in a space, the more difficult it is for you to take the risk to try new things. Oh, and guess what? You will never understand or realize what you are capable of until you take the risk to try something else. So if you are looking to make a change, either from a business into the career space, or to leave that place where you've become the landlord or the landlady into a new space, this video is for you. Let me also say that, one of the reasons why you have fear of moving to a new space is that you're going to have to spend some time convincing someone else that you are good enough. That's because where you're coming from, they already know you. I mean, you're like the star. But this is someone who doesn't know you, who is coming in contact with you and needs to understand you. Please do know that it is your job to earn that spot, because the person you're meeting does not know you. That opportunity is an opportunity for you to, one, remember all the things you've done before, all the skills you've gained, all your accomplishments. No one can take that away from you. So how can you prepare yourself to navigate into this space? One, please do tell yourself this. There are only two outcomes from an interview: a yes or a no. When you know this, you will definitely know peace. If you get a yes, kudos to you. But if you get a no, that does not mean that you're not good enough or that it is a sign that you're not meant to be in that space. There are only two outcomes: a yes or a no. You either go for it or you tell me, bye next time. Once you are comfortable with this, it just simply helps you face your fear and cripple that fear. Because that fear of getting a no can actually stop you from making a move. Many of you watching this right now know that your time is actually up in that organization, but you're simply too scared to dust yourself off and to tell yourself of, the things that you're capable of. That is what will propel you. Whether you get a yes or a no, please do know that when it's time to move on, it's time to move on. It is not an estimation of your value. You still have got everything you need to be the man or the woman for the job. In order to get a yes, make sure you are adequately prepared. This is a no-brainer. Be prepared by understanding the organization. Where you are coming from is not the same place as where you are headed. It is good to have the past experience, but it's also good to keep up with the trend and know what the organization is looking for. While it is okay for you to be aware of your achievements and your accomplishments, it is also not good for you to rest on your laurels. It is good for you to think of what you are capable of. Think of how to expand yourself and think of how best you can move into new territory. Please be adequately prepared by understanding where you are headed and what is needed for where you are headed. Remember, every new level will require a new you. Number 3, be sure to leverage your transferable skills. And I really do say this for people who have run a business before and you're moving back into the career space. I know that question by HR managers can throw you off, because many times I've sat on panels where the HR manager is asking, so you've run a business, why are you now looking for a job? I personally feel that question is, let me be nice, irrelevant. Why is it irrelevant? People have skills from running a business. I think we overlook or underestimate the power of someone who has the diversity of skills coming into your career space. We overlook it and we underestimate it. As the person on the other side, please leverage on your transferable skills. For you to have run a business, you have financial management skills. It doesn't matter whether the business failed or it didn't, failed or didn't come up to the level you wanted to come up. You actually engaged certain skills while running the business, and those skills are transferable into the career space. Be definitely aware of the transferable skills you have coming into an organization. I think I'm on number 4. You should be speaking the language of results and achievements. If you have been in the space for 10 years or 8 years or been in the business space, please, when you get in front of that person, speak the language of results and achievements. It's no longer the basic, I can work under pressure. No, that's too basic. Talk about the things you have been able to accomplish. This is what, gives you a one-up over everybody else. That's the language you should be speaking. Number 5, your interview really should be more of a conversation. You should talk about your personal attributes, your values, your work ethic, your knowledge and your experience on the field. These things are the things that help you build the confidence that you need to get back to that organization. Listen, no one can diminish your value without you. It is not possible. So you have to be very aware of everything that you have to offer. I often say this to candidates. When you sit in front of someone, you're just looking for a win-win. You have something they want. They have something you want. So you have to find the right balance by speaking on your results, your accomplishments, and everything that you have to offer. And last but not the least, someone's no is not a measure of your worth. Do not let the fear of no stop you from moving into a space where you know you are fully equipped to function. Don't be stuck. Move.